You can start, sir.
Fine. So, good afternoon, everyone. I hope you are able to hear me now.
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Right. And you can also see the first slide now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I have come to second slide now. So, there is some problem in changing the slide. Yes. Can you see the second slide?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, I'll begin from here. This is where we left. So age is just an issue of mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. You know, we need not think that ourselves, we have become aged. So we should do different things than the children or adults. It's all in the mind, you know. Now, coming to this slide of retirement. I hope you can see this slide and you can hear me also.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So this is perfect now, isn't it? So I can go ahead. You can see the slide as well as hear me, isn't it?
Yes, sir. We do.
Okay, okay. So see, as a retired person, or when you take voluntary retirement from your organization, there are certain advantages. You know, there is a positive side. There is no boss waiting for you. You are not a employee of any organization, so you are on your own. You are your own boss, so you can relax. Exercise, yes. You should design the day's schedule in such a manner that you have kept time for exercise. Maybe due to job pressure, targets, sometimes you cannot attend to yourself. Now you can fix a new discipline and do exercise on regular basis. Travel. There are several places, you know, beautiful places you wanted to visit and you did not have sufficient leaves. So when you are a senior citizen or when you have taken retirement, you can travel. Of course, this applies to younger individuals who are employed. If they get leave travel concession or if they can afford to take leaves for travel, they should travel. There is a change in monotony and you feel nice. Introspect. You should introspect a little. Ki, what are the things in life that give you joy? Sometimes it so happens that if you have some hobbies, like, you know, I'm a chess player, somebody may be liking music, someone else may be a good painter. So this is the time when you have retired from your job, you can devote time to your hobbies and you can derive joy out of it. There is no pressure now of taking care of the family because by then your children would have been settled. Then yes, restrict sugar and salt. This is very important, you know. We need to restrict sugar and salt because it will take care of your heart functioning. It will take care of your blood pressure. It will take care of your cholesterol. And experience pays. See, all 40 years you have been working and you have developed some kind of skill and experience, knowledge, wisdom in certain area. So that area now you can share with youngsters, you can share with your friends. So your experience will always be respected. Medical checkups one need to do on regular basis. You need to check up your blood profile, whether your hemoglobin is okay, your blood glucose, whether you are a borderline diabetic or not diabetic, your blood cholesterol, to see the functioning of your heart. So all these checkups you should do on annual basis or 6 monthly, but one should do because health is wealth. This is very important. One should retain enthusiasm. This I tell you, it is the enthusiasm which drives people, which attracts people. If you are energetic, people will come to you. If you are lethargic, if you are not interested, nobody will come to you. So be enthusiastic and have no stress. This I'll tell for younger generation. You know, while you are in job, you might face certain targets. There, your boss may or may not appreciate your good work, or you may be striving for promotions, or thinking of a job, or family issues. So this will give you stress. So have no stress. This is more possible if you are an aged individual. There are many advantages, I said. So you'll have no stress of job. And tough times do not last. In case you are facing tough times, everybody should keep in mind that tough times are not going to last for long. See, you cannot help getting older. Each one of us is becoming old day by day. So you cannot help getting older. But you don't have to get old. You don't consider yourself a bedridden, old, or worn out force, spent force. It's not that. You know, you can be as active as any young person. I'll explain the concept of aging here. See, the concept of aging is we have four kinds of aging. We have physiological aging, we have chronological aging, we have psychological aging, and we have social aging.
बच्चो उसका नहीं था ना, पहले अटक गया था ना, अब बराबर कर लिया इसने. आवाज नहीं आ रहा उसका, क्या की प्रॉब्लम है.
Okay, so I think you can hear me now. So physiological aging is something dependent on your physiological functions. If you are able to eat well and digest, you have good gastrointestinal tract. If you are able to walk, jog, do exercise, you have a very good heart. So physiological functions, if they are fine, you are not an aged person. You are as good as a young person. There will be a young person who may not be able to take up as much physical activity as you take at 50 years of age or 60 years of age. Chronological aging. Chronological aging is based on your birth date in Aadhaar card or your birth date in school records. How old are you? How many birthdays you have spent? Say someone says I'm 30-year-old. It means he was born 30 years ago on this earth. He is 30 years old. So this chronological aging may not agree with physiological aging. And psychological aging, this is very important. If you don't feel that you are old, if you feel young, you remain young. Chronologically, you may be a senior citizen of 65 years old. But psychologically, if you feel yourself young, you are young. And social aging. Yes, all of us today, we are in a conference, we are in a society, we are in a function. You all have come here after lunch, although there was a connectivity issue in the morning. You have made it a point to join after lunch. It simply means that you are not aged socially. You are interested in learning. You are interested in increasing your knowledge. So it's very important. Every human being is a social animal. We need to be in society. But there are young individuals, there are middle-aged individuals, there are children, and there are old individuals who do not like to go to functions, who do not like to join conferences. So they have aged. Whatever their chronological age is, they have become aged individuals. Now I am showing here in a picture of Fauja Singh. He is a Sardar from Jalandhar district village. This man is alive at 111 years old. And the best part is he has recently completed a marathon race. Now you may get a feeling if you Google and find about Fauja Singh. He may be an athlete when he was a child or when he was a young man. No, he was not an athlete. You know, he had his bread earning in Punjab in Jalandhar district. Then when he had a spouse, children, his children settled in UK. So he, after being a senior citizen, he went and started staying in UK. At 81 years, he read a broadcast that there is a marathon race. And he said, why can't I run marathon race? All along, I did not get time. I did not run, but I'll try. And he started running, daily he started running on road. He started running on track. He started going to gym, parks, and he developed aptitude for running, who had no aptitude. It took 8 years. At 89 years in London, he ran a marathon race and he completed it. Imagine, after running this race, when he was called on the stage, you know what he said? I want to run at 100 years when I complete a centenary and I should be in USA. So when he was 98 years old, his children took him to USA. He practiced in USA, and here also he ran another marathon race, and he kept on running till 104 years of age. So when he can do it, start a new venue, a new area, we all can do it. So this is psychological. See, there are no, I'll tell you, this slide says positive thinking and positive outcomes. There are no limits to what you can accomplish. We put the limits on ourselves. We tell ourselves, no, I am 64 years old. I should not run. I should not jump. Something will get fractured and then there will be no recovery. Don't put limits on yourself. The way we choose to see things and respond makes all the difference. If one chooses that I can run a marathon race, he can run a marathon race. Even a stopwatch gives right time. Now, as an elderly person, if you are retired, you have an advantage. Say bye-bye to tension. You have no tension, you have no boss, you have no targets of the office. You have your own personal targets. So, welcome to pension. Now, by pension, I mean, everybody will not be in government job. Everybody will not get a government pension. You need not be, while you are in service, when you are doing well, you don't go for fixed deposits or shares. You may go to some extent, but remember that you are not going to get pension from government. So if you are not in a government job, if you are not in old pension scheme, so invest in pension schemes. Pension schemes are there. LIC gives me pension every month. I did not insure my life, but I insured that while I'm alive, I get pension. And there are many agents in the market. Many companies have come forward. Whichever job you are in, even if in a private setup, you can get a pension. It is your money. Private employer will not give you. Your own investment will give you. And that will make your retired life a very happy life. This is very essential. Now coming to brain disorders, yes, whether in young or in old, there are more chances. There are certain disorders which occur in elderly individuals because of neurodegeneration. Our brain starts neurodegenerating. Once neurons die, they don't take rebirth again. Like, for example, we have Parkinsonism, we have Alzheimer's disease, we have stroke. All these diseases do come. Now, you need not take medicines. Nobody likes to take medicines. But Ayurveda, medical medicine, we know that there are certain wonderful plants, and these plants help different systems of the body. For example, if you have garlic in your kitchen, ginger, karela, coriander, tulsi, avla, avla contains vitamin C. There are certain phytoconstituents each of these substances have, and they stimulate brain function. Same is true with heart. We have some heart foods. These heart foods it lowers cholesterol level. Tomatoes help circulation. Oranges purifies the blood. So don't worry of heart attacks, angina pectoris, hypertension. We hear often, that last week Mr. X was keeping fit. He went to office and suddenly next day he is no more because he had a severe heart attack and collapse and cardiac arrest. Why these things happen? These things happen because he has not taken care of his heart. He did not respond to his body signals, which were telling him that you are not okay. Therefore, restrict your salt, sugar, butter, and fatty dishes. They are going to produce cholesterol. They are going to clog your arteries. They are going to produce some kind of damage. So control them. Avoid using escalators or lifts. See, if you are just two-story office or a three-story office, now in metropolis, Pune, Bombay, you have 9-story, 10-story. You have to take escalator or a lift. But whenever possible, take steps, take escalators. That keeps you fit, and that's a kind of exercise. If you do not have separate time for going to gym, when you are climbing, say, 30 stairs, you are doing an exercise. Drink at least 2 liters of water every day. Yes, you should have fluids. See, some of us, some of our relatives, friends were admitted during last 2 years, during first or second phase of Corona. And when they have gone, have gone. But those who had good immunity and have recovered, they tell that what doctor is to tell them, no medicine, there is no medicine for Corona. If you have fever, you take paracetamol and you walk. They make you walk in the premises of the hospital. They give you hot water. They give you lemon water. So why do it when doctors tell you? Make it a habit, your lifestyle. So you are protecting yourself, developing immunity. Why develop immunity? To protect against Corona only. Protect yourself against, say, Delta virus, against Omicron, everybody is talking of. So build immunity. Now let me tell you, here are certain, I'm not going to make my talk very technical, but yes, one should know what are the diseases prevalent in elderly individuals. We have Alzheimer's disease and stroke. We have Parkinson's disease, psychosis, diabetes, hypertension. I am sure in this very audience, we'll have a lot of delegates suffering from hypertension. They might have checked, they might not have checked. Diabetes, India has become the capital, and every second family has one or more member suffering from diabetes. Benign prostate hyperplasia. As you cross, say, 55 years, 60 years, 70 years, depending on your fitness and health, one develops benign prostate hyperplasia. I know many elderly individuals, you see your parents, grandparents at home, they undergo surgery for hernia, surgery for prostate, surgery for limbs. So this is all because of remaining unfit. Incontinence related to urinary bladder, one is not able to control urine. Chronic fatigue. I have seen among younger generation, these days, they suffer from chronic fatigue. They can't even walk 2 to 3 furlongs because if there are 3 members in a family, there are 3 vehicles. Each one comes out of the home and sits in the vehicle, goes to office, sits in an air-conditioned office. Again, vehicle and back. So where is the exercise? Chronic fatigue. If you do little work, you are feeling tired, exhausted. Arthritis is also very, very common. Pains in the joints, knees, kidney and liver impairment. This happens not because of side effect of drugs. Yes, there are many, as a pharmacologist, as life science students, delegates from medicine, we know there are many, many drugs which have side effect as impairing kidney, impairing liver. And these are the ones which are contraindicated in such patients. There are certain medicines for hypertension, diabetes, antibiotics that they don't give if you are having impaired kidney. and respiratory disorders. These are again very common. Now we have seen respiratory problems in corona affected patients, but this happens in elderly. See, there is no typical old person. I have selected some photographs here. You may be familiar with most of the photographs I have selected here. You know, this great man, Sardarji, from Punjab University, Chandigarh. He is the first pharmacist and only pharmacist till today who has got Padma Shri. Padma Shri when he was 86 years old. When he retired, I had been his student, at Chandigarh. When he retired at 60 years of age, at home, he built a library and he started writing about history of pharmacy, about medicines. He went on writing several things. Then UGC, AICT came forward, provided grants to him. He did not write a project, but looking at his passion, they gave him these chairs. And in Punjab University also, though government retirement was 60 years, at 70 years, he had his office room as an honor. He had a chair there. He could come anytime, go anytime. But this man went on working. And as a reward, at 86 years of age, he got Padma Shri in pharmacy profession. When he can have, we all can, have a role model. He is Professor P.C. Dandia, senior most pharmacologist, alive today from Jaipur, 92-year-old. He meets me in several physical conferences. Unfortunately, last 2 years, because of government restrictions, there were no conferences. But while the restrictions were being imposed in 2020, March, we have met in February, we have met in January. So active he has been, very active. If you see him at 90 years, now he is 92 today, he is very active. Pradhan Modi, I will not say anything much, but I just say, leave aside his political affiliations. He has a wide range of lovers, fans. So many people like him so much that they never like any individual so much. Even hatred is very much. Those who consider him as a politician of a particular party strongest. So this shows this man is working for 18 hours a day. He is nearing 70 years and works so much. It hardly takes sleep. Today he is in one country, tomorrow in another. Today he is in one state, tomorrow in another. And listen to his speeches, listen to his programs, listen to his schemes. It's all wonderful, amazing. And he can do it at almost 68 years of age. Why can't we at 30 years of age, 40 years of age? Lata Mangeshkar, she is 92 years. She is an Indian icon, Bharat Ratna. Today she is hospitalized, but still, while in hospital, she sings a song. Such a beautiful song which gives her joy and makes all the patients around melodious. They change the mood. Anil Kapoor, you will say, sir, he is not a senior citizen. You know his age. He is 65 years old. He is so young. So, senior citizens have physical and mental capacities superior to several 20 years old. This is all their choice. This is because of their lifestyle. Decline in cognitive function at much younger age is common. You will see young individuals suffering from dementia. You will see young individuals forgetting routine things. Now, this is another list continued showing the diseases associated with elderly. Dementia. Alzheimer's is not the only cause of dementia. There are many types of dementia. We have vascular dementia, we have psychotic dementia, we have Huntington's dementia, and many dementia. Multiple sclerosis, hearing and vision impairment. You just have a look at your elderly relative at home. You may have father, grandfather, mother. They are not able to hear. They are not. It is natural. Their sight has become weak. Even young individuals, I see in schools now, wearing spectacles is common. Sight has become weak. spondylitis, osteoporosis, influenza, pneumonia, angina pectoris, depression, obsessive compulsive disorder, keeps on doing the same thing repeatedly several times, atherosclerosis, clogging of the blood vessels, clogging of coronary artery, and anxiety. These are some more diseases which are associated with elderly, and we have to address them. It is not your aptitude, but your altitude towards life that defines your altitude of success. It's your attitude. Attitude decides your altitude. Younger generation, if you want to grow, say you want to become a general manager or a chairman or president, it's all possible. You should have a positive attitude. By remaining negative, you cannot grow to the top. Keep this in mind. Most of the people who are down to earth, who are very humble, rise to the top. You cannot have huge ego and expect that you will become chairman or president. It's not possible. The winner's age is all in the positive attitude. You know, winners like say Sania or Sachin Tendulkar and many others, Dhoni, Virat Kohli, Rohit, for example. We do not know their failures, but still they have a positive attitude. They will make a comeback. They'll improve on the weaknesses, and then they win. When they bag awards, we clap, but we don't see the positive attitude, what has made them winners. Attitude is like a magnet. What you think, you attract. You should think positive in mind. If you think, अरे हमें कहाँ से प्रमोशन मिलेगा, बिल्कुल नहीं मिलेगा, क्योंकि आप खुद ही चाह रहे हो कहाँ से मिलेगा. But the moment you say, I deserve it the most, I'm going to get it, I'm going to work for it, and this is the strategy where I'm going to work harder, and see, you'll get it. You attract what you think. I've given this table to show a big difference between positivity and negativity. I'll just read the lines. If you are positive, what happens? It will lift you up more than anybody else. You will see opportunities. It will give you hope. You will have want attitude. You will focus on solutions. You will be a leader in action. We have certain leaders among the organizing committee today. They have taken the lead. They said we'll organize this international conference. We can. And it is a success today. Fortunately, I am the last speaker. You all are waiting for valedictory function. So action is important. It's possible only if you are positive. Enthusiastic. You become enthusiastic when you are positive, because you think I'm going to win, I'm going to lead, I'm going to be a captain. And it will improve your health also. Automatically, your physical health and mental health will be stimulated and it will be active. Otherwise, if you are negative, see, I have seen some negative people, they consider themselves positive. And they say that I'm the most positive person on the world. Now, the negativity, it pulls you down. If you are pulling anyone else down, you are actually pulling yourself down, because you are negative and you don't even know that you are negative. You will see limitations. You will not see the challenges. You will not see the opportunities. You will be always worrying for something. I'll get some memo from somewhere. My increment will be cut. Some worry you will have. My son will not get admission in a good school or a good college. You have a have to attitude. There are certain pleasant tasks, For example, I am presenting a lecture today. This is a pleasant task. I'm enjoying it. There was a connectivity problem. We have come out of it and I am delivering it. If once you have to do this, it's so sad. Next time I'll not accept any invitation. I don't like to, there will be problems online. You are negative. You are yourself putting yourself down. You are focusing on problems, not on solutions. And this leads to inaction. You will find excuses and it will make you ill. The advantage of being active, of being happy, of accepting invitations, of being energetic is you remain healthy, and health is real wealth. That is the goal. See, nothing is impossible in this world. You read in Mahabharata, can you think none of the warriors could do it, but Arjuna could do it because of his tapasya, because of his hard work, because of his focused effort right from childhood. You know, hitting with an arrow right eye of a bird is very difficult directly with eyes. He does this of a moving fish looking into the water, looking below. He's not look, water is moving, the fish is moving, and he has to hit with the arrow. Imagine, and he did it. There are certain bad habits which affect your health. Quit smoking, quit drinking, leave all bad habits as early as possible. I will not elaborate on the bad habits. Even with computers, YouTube, videos, a lot of horrible things have come. And unfortunately, younger generation with online education lessons are exposed to these. Avoid those. Develop good habits. Use WhatsApp, Facebook, online, email for constructive things. See, today I am interacting with you because of online. 3 years ago, it was not so common. Zoom existed. Your WebEx existed. Google Meet existed, but we never used it. But now we are using it. So think of positive things and you'll get advantage. Accept the challenges and responsibilities of life willingly. I know many professors younger to my age who say that no, I cannot operate a laptop. I cannot work on online. I do not know how to present a PowerPoint presentation online on Zoom. So they have given up. Music therapy. Yes. Light music. Light music is very important. We know the heartbeat of, how many times? 2 times our heart beats in a minute, 72 times. And if you are listening to music which has beats of say 500 beats or 1000 beats on video, will your heart be safe? Are you doing something unphysiological? Be in the vicinity of nature. See, we have seen the patients were on ventilator. They were on artificial oxygen. When you are in the garden, trees around, you are getting natural oxygen, so much oxygen. In Delhi, Metropolis, Chennai, it's difficult to breathe. Bangalore, even Bombay, so much of pollution, so much of adulteration, so much of problems, whether food, water. How can you keep fit? Happy people build their inner world, and unhappy people blame their outer world. Never blame anybody. Either you try to change the circumstances or you work on your, don't work on others. Don't find fault also with others. It's their problem. Anybody points your fault, be grateful. Now you work on it. Next time, same person will be amazed. He'll try to find some other fault and tell you. Again, be grateful. Your second fault being overcome. Visit the places of worship, temples, churches, gurudwaras, mosques. This will give you peace of mind. Any age, this helps. Try meditation and yoga. Create your own oasis of peace. It's in your hand, create your own circle, create your own heaven. It's all in your hands. Elder abuse. We see elder abuse. We have to respect the elders. We have to respect the elders. You respect parents, respect teachers. This is, you have been taught. This is our Sanskriti. It's very important because they have done something great. When you were in trouble, they have helped you when they were young. And more than that, they might not have, They have a lot of knowledge. They are ocean of wisdom that you can get for them. So if you see, सास भी कभी बहू की, सास और बहू की प्रॉब्लम आती है. Some elderly individuals need help during road crossing or in day-to-day activities. Help them because these energies remain in the universe. When you become old, somebody else comes and helps you. See it, stop it, and prevent it. Let me come to younger generation. I have given you a list of diseases which happen in elder generation, older people, but there are more issues which occur in younger generation. For example, there are personal complexes. I have interacted with pharmacy students, engineering students, dental students, and medical students. Personal complexes. Someone says I am short in height. Other says I am over tall. Third one says I don't have good complexion. He is fair and my complexion is not so. Therefore, he stops going in society. Another person says my teeth are not so good. So these are all personal complexes. One has to come above the personal complexes. Stress. There are a lot of stressful activities young generation may be exposed to because you don't enjoy constructive tasks. Once you start enjoying your constructive tasks, you will have no problem. Otherwise, you can have even breathing problems. You may even develop asthma. Loneliness. See, my friends, 40 years ago, who were classmates in schools and colleges, are still friendly with me. Your WhatsApp and Facebook has helped me. Today's generation, you may have 250 friends on Facebook, but when you are in real trouble, when you need a friend, you will not have a single one. So, loneliness. I was very happy today. Morning when suddenly it was disconnected, some of my friends called me up. Sir, are you fine? How's that suddenly you have stopped speaking? So I'm not lonely. There are so many who are taking care of me, who are with me. Headache and backache. This will happen if you are stressed, if you are not enjoying your job, and if you are having the wrong posture. Anxiety. Present generation has a lot of anxiety. Anxiety for nothing. One day I asked a young girl, why are you so anxious, worried about? Sir, परसों प्रीति का बर्थडे है. उसका बर्थडे है, ये कोई एंजाइटी की बात है? नहीं, कैसे मनाना है, कहाँ मनाना है, सर क्या कहेंगे, छुट्टी लेनी है, नहीं लेनी है. It's not a matter of anxiety. But yes, this is a health issue of younger generation. मेरा बर्थडे अच्छे से नहीं बनाया, इसलिए डिप्रेशन में जाने वाले लोग भी हैं. Depression, heartbreak. You have a close friend. I'm not talking of boyfriend or girlfriend. You have a friend. He doesn't pick up your call. He stops taking lunch or tea with you, and it's heartbreak. Is it heartbreak? And you enter into depression. You cannot concentrate on your studies. Obesity, yes. Yes, this is a root of many problems. I tell you. Take care of your weight. Each one of you, whatever age you are of. Obesity can cause diabetes, it can cause arthritis, it does cause hypertension and heart attacks. Anemia. Again, young generation, particularly girls, are on dieting. They don't want to eat. Why they don't want to eat? Because they want to remain slim. Why you want to remain slim? Because they feel beauty is with slimness. Okay. It may be with slimness, it may be with long hair, it may be with good intellect, but it is certainly not there with being anemic. It is not there with having low hemoglobin. It is not there having chronic fatigue syndrome. If you are fatigued, tired all the time, beauty is not there. And it is inner beauty, I tell you, inner beauty which counts. Everything is transient. जवानी थोड़े दिनों की होती है. Focus on your inner beauty. Inner beauty is being focused, being healthy, being helpful to others. Family issues. Yes, there are family issues. There are family issues in my family. There are family issues in young individuals, old, of all ages. You may have an elderly person who has a paralytic attack. You may have a brother who is posted in defense, who comes once in 2 years. You may have a mother who is a housewife and has limited economy, resources. Then inferiority complex. People compare, young generation, compare one with another. If I had been like this, I would have done it. Why do you want to be like him? Everybody is unique. Don't have inferiority or superiority complex. Don't have any complex. Be natural. Accept yourself. Now coming to the next slide. Yes. Don't get upset with people, places, things, or situations. They're all powerless without your reaction. The best example today I'll give you of my morning talk. If I get upset that while I was speaking, connectivity was lost, I'll not be able to do better in future conferences. I just told myself it will come up, no reaction. So be happy about it. Don't get upset with people, places, things, or situation. They all become powerless without your reaction. So be positive, be calm, and be stable. I'm very happy now that I'm able to show these slides. I have taken a lot of pains in preparing these slides, and I'm sure you're going to take some positive take-home message. Accept the people and circumstances as they are. This is very important. Past is history, future is a mystery. Therefore, live in present. Do not be a football of other people's opinion. लोग क्या कहेंगे, अगर लोग क्या सोचेंगे, लोग क्या सोचेंगे ये आप भी सोचने लग जाओगे, फिर वो क्या सोचेंगे? You need not think what others would think. Let them think. You don't have to develop obsessive compulsive disorder, spondylitis, or psychosis. Now these are anti-aging plants. We have discussed, in last 2 days. Certainly we must have that India has a reservoir of medicinal plants, and many of them in our kitchen we have in our diets. We take turmeric, tulsi, avla, lemon, ashwagandha, shatauri, onion, garlic, brahmi. There are some plants on which a lot of research has been done. They may not be used in kitchen, but they are useful. Ginkgo biloba, aloe vera, pomegranate. Continued. कलाव अभी सुबह लास्ट लेक्चर में लौंग की बात हो रही थी. When there is a toothache, it helps. It helps. It does help. Honey, cardamom, sweet potato, carrot, apple. There is a saying: an apple a day keeps doctor away. An apple a day keeps doctor away. It means apple has such nutrients, such vitamins, such fibers which help your body, which help your circulatory system, which help your brain. So apple a day keeps doctor away. Pineapple, orange. See, these are all fruits, plants originated in different areas, different regions, based on the soil, climate, almond, walnut, but they are all useful. Whatever nature has given us, is a solution to all the artificial and diseases which we developed. So they have a solution there. Only thing we have to find the solution. Now, I'm coming towards last few slides. So the take-home message you can take for happy aging or for leading a successful life. It depends on choices, behavior, and efforts. What choice we make. For example, prevention of diseases. Rather than taking medicines after you have got a disease, work for prevention of disease. See, we all have taken vaccines, 2 vaccines. Why? Prevention of a disease. Because management is tough. But yes, if disease is there, take medicines. Take measures for its management. If you have to be happy, you cannot be ill and happy. It's not possible. Health is wealth. Health is happiness also. If you want to be happy, you should be disease free. Keep your mind and body active. Active mental and physical state. Yes, for physical state, we go to gym, we do jogging, we do walking. But what do we do for mental fitness? We should take efforts for mental fitness. That's very important because brain controls everything. If neurodegeneration starts, all diseases develop. Disciplined and occupied life. Yes, you should have exercise in your discipline, healthy diet, and occupied life. You should have some target. You should be occupied with a creative thing so that, empty mind is devil's workshop. Negative thoughts will not come. It is you who decide how you age. 20% of genes have very small role. That was not under our control. We are born to certain parents. But 80% lifestyle is in our hands. So take care of 80%. Forget your chronological age. Yes. Why remember that I am 70-year-old? No, I am young. I am 30-year-old. Health is wealth. Remember this on day-to-day basis. You'll do good to your health. Periodical health checkups. Check your blood profile. Check your cholesterol. Check your glucose. This is essential. And then take measures. If you don't check, you will not know that you are ill. Healthy diet. Have a healthy diet. We all had lunch now. So just think, what have you eaten? Salad is the best diet. Medicinal herbs, which I have talked of, turmeric, garlic, they are the best. Disciplined lifestyle. Then brain. About brain, one thing I tell you. We don't take any efforts to keep our brain active. Children play with toys, go out, complain, demand. You either use it or lose it. There is no regeneration. There is only degeneration. So use your brain, challenge it with puzzles or lose it. Recreation. Yes, you have right to recreate. You have led such a wonderful life. Find what gives you joy. If travel gives you joy, travel. If parks give you joy, go to park. If you like to see a movie once in a while. And be passionate about whatever you are doing. Enjoy. Love yourself. It's very important. If you don't love yourself, if you keep yourself in the corner, lying in the bed, who will love you? If you want everybody to love you, first love yourself, then see everybody will start loving you. And set new goals. There is no limit. When Fauja Singh at 81 years decided that I'll run marathon race, you can set a new goal. Anybody at any age. This is one, there was a hit Hindi movie, Sultan. A nice message, when he becomes elderly and he had that inner push. The battles are first won in mind and then executed on the field. He wanted to win Olympic gold and he wins the Olympic gold. So it's all possible. Have a solution-oriented approach, not problem-oriented approach. To identify the problem, don't focus on the problem. Focus on the solutions. A positive attitude produces a sound mind, body, and soul complex. You have peace of mind, happiness, power, loveful knowledge only when you have a sound mind, body, soul complex. Challenge, I am a chess player. So I always show this slide. Vishwanathan Anand has been world champion for 5 years. You cannot have Alzheimer's disease, psychosis, and depression at least. You challenge your brain and these 3 diseases are out. Because daily you are challenging it and new networks are being formed. Neurons may not be regenerated, but same neurons exist. They don't degenerate and new networks get formed. Arthritis, diabetes, and atherosclerosis will be away if you keep yourself slim, trim, and fit. See, there is a balance you have to maintain. You should not be obese. You should not be anemic. You should be healthy. We need to meet and interact with all kinds of people in life so that we know ourselves better. More people you meet, they say, more you travel, more you become wise. Because more category of people you meet. youngsters need elderly persons as much as elderly persons need youngsters in order to see the life, be natural and more human. Keep this in mind. All youngsters respect elderly. They like elderly because they have knowledge, they have experience, they can learn more. And all elderly like all youngsters because they are young, they are enthusiastic, they are energetic. So it's both way. Take home message we are coming to: a strong positive attitude will create more miracles than any wonder medicine or vaccine. Don't wait for any wonder medicine or a wonder vaccine. Only positive attitude will create more miracles. Thank you. I'm grateful to the student who helped me from Guru Jambheshwar University in preparing these slides. So in the end, I'll say in Hindi, उम्र को अगर हराना है तो शौक जिंदा रखिए, घुटने चले या ना चले, मन उड़ता परिंदा रखिए. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. The talk was wonderful, sir, and also it was very informative. And I liked some of the key points, like key tips for happy aging. And one more quote I liked it, sir, the one which you had mentioned, like don't get upset with people, and also some things, places, they are just powerless until and unless we react. Yes, sir, that is true.
Right. Anybody has, if any question, anything to ask, I'd be very glad. Most welcome. If you have anything.
Any questions? Any questions from participants?
I have tried to make, very simple presentation so that everybody can understand.
Yes.
So, since there are no questions, I understand that everybody has enjoyed and followed the tips, the slides, the message which I wanted to give. But still, even in your life, anything general, it will not be technical. Your personal questions also feel open. If you ask, you get a solution.
Yes.
Or
you have gotten feedback, like thanks for nice presentation.
right. So thank you. I thank the organizers once again, Dr. Hanumantacharya Joshi, Madam Sameem, principal of the college, the management, the audience, delegates, students, foreign participants, everyone for maintaining patience, joining again because the technical problem, and for enjoying the talk. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Even we thank you, sir. For Joshi, sir, you want to say anything, sir?
Yeah, sure. It was an excellent talk, sir. Because there is one beautiful point about my guide. Parla sir is my guide also.
Oh, nice.
Not only for my PhD, but for the entire aspects of my life. But one beautiful thing, many speakers, what they will do, they will be changing few slides in their talk and they will do it. But one fine point of our Parla sir is always, his entire presentations will be, majority will be completely new. It is not only about the diseases or the intervention, but there will be some kind of fine points which will be helpful for life. Thank you for that, Parla sir.
Thank you.
And we can move on to the next item, I think.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come here. Okay, sir, we'll start.
While we wait for the other guests to join, can we take some opinions from the participants who have been participating from yesterday? Please feel free to speak out. Dr. Banappa, good afternoon. Yeah, 1 second.
Who has joined, sir?
Yeah, Dr. Banappa is from Indian Council of Medical Research. He is one among the guests today's valedictory function along with Parle sir. And Vakode sir has also joined, I think.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I don't find him. Hearty welcome, Vakode sir.
Ramani.
Thank you, Joshi.
Sir, may
Please, Banappa sir.
yes. I was unable to unmute myself, sir. Sorry for the interruption. And I was just I feel fortunate to attend this Milind Parle sir's lecture, which was actually not only the lecture, it is the wisdom he has shared with us to lead our life in a very meaningful way, taking the balance in our life and it's like, no, sir, I don't have words to say how comprehensive this lecture was. No, it is a guiding principles, I can say in one sentence, for our leading a good life. And at the even at a retired life also, one can feel young at 30 years, which you mentioned, and feeling happy in all the situation. That is one more a very good message, sir. Say really for us in a day-to-day life, we come across several instances, both in personal, professional, everywhere. So we have to take it. In the Bhagavad Gita also it is mentioned, Karmanavadikarasya nafaleshu kadachan, and whatever comes, it is just we have to witness and we should not react. So that's the lesson which given to us, sir. The message is very clear and loud. Thank you for your lecture, sir. And coming to this, the yesterday's, I could attend a few of the yesterday's lecture also. And today, unfortunately, sir, the previous lecture also, I was very much interested, but unfortunately, I could not attend in the morning session. So, Amina Yasmin madam and one more Nancy madam from the Indonesia, I hope. So, those lectures were very, the title itself is very attractive actually, and very relevant for the today's situation, for the research as well as for our day-to-day life. Thank you one and all, and special thanks to Milind Parle sir and Dr. Hanumanta Joshi sir for giving me an opportunity to be part of it. Thank you, sir.
Sir, we are yet to start the valedictory function, but before Parle sir comes in, as students, we have little freedom to talk about our guide. So there are two things. He never gets retired. Number one, it is only age aspect as far as the government is concerned.
Sir,
he never he never gets tired also.
Yes,
because I remember, while walking, he's always fond of talking to the younger generation. He enjoys it actually.
Yeah, his enthusiasm and always energetic speech and the very energetic messages also actually. Those are actually, I can say guiding principle for us, sir. Thank you.
I think Parle sir wanted to say something.
No, I think let Dr. Vakode also, join.
Sir, thank you. It was a nice presentation. As always, we are always getting motivation from your messages and all your presentations throughout the year. And this conference also, I wish it is very wonderful conference. Yesterday also I was there as a evaluator for poster presentation, and it was very good quality posters were there. Okay, even PhD candidates, even professor, faculty members has presented their work, and that was very difficult to give the numbering also. It was so tough, and content was very good, very good. So I congratulate all the organizing committee and team members for the wonderful conference. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Right. So, yes, thank you so much, Dr. Banappa Unge, for so nice and kind compliments. Dr. Hanmantachar Joshi, Dr. Wakode, we are in association for last several years. You know, when the connectivity was interrupted, Dr. Wakode stays in the same campus where I stay in Delhi. But today I'm in Pune. He did not know that, you know. And suddenly he rang me up and he said, sir, I was worried, I was concerned that suddenly you disappeared. So this very feeling is very satisfaction. And similar feelings were expressed by Dr. Hanmantachar Joshi also. And I am thankful to the hosts, you know, for keeping my talk towards the end so that I have that cushion of valedictory function. And we could have a quick lunch and
maintenance of academic and
thank you so much. It was all destined to be that way. So I'll be glad to meet you all many times. And good APSC is doing very well. Keep it up. So we are setting new benchmarks. Our secretary is dynamic for this reason. Go ahead.
ಇದು ರಿಪೇರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮೇಂಟೆನೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್
So any other delegates wants to share their experience, any suggestions, and whether it was useful or beneficial, we can share it.
only fine calling the name.
The delegates, please can you share the feedback regarding this conference?
Okay, if not the student delegate, any faculty delegate can share their experience.
Sir, what I feel is that no, sir, there was some restriction on unmuting the speaker also. I mean, the mic. So can organizers help? Because I don't think the people maybe were willing to share their views because there are few comments in the chat box.
No, it was deliberately made, Dr. Banappa, in the beginning because the speaker was talking.
Yes.
Otherwise, it will get disturbed. But after that, now we have enabled it. Any people can unmute and talk.
Right, right. It's so okay, sir. Okay.
Or they can raise their hands, and by chance, if they are mute, we can unmute them also. Madam, can we proceed with valedictory, madam?
No, there was one hands risen, sir.
Oh, I see.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Dr. Chaitanya Pandit. I work with STM-MMK in the Department of Biochemistry. It has been a very, very fruitful learning experience from yesterday. It has been a wonderful experience since yesterday, both days, I must say. Since the first technical session, we have learned a lot about nutraceuticals, about the various traditional medicinal systems, especially today when the Indonesian scientists and speakers spoke. But I must say the cherry on the cake, or what steals the show, is the talk by Dr. Milind Harle. Really, it was more of a life lesson. It was less nutraceutical, but something that I think all of us require at every stage in our life. So thank you to all the speakers, and wonderful organization by the committee members. So thanks to everybody for such a wonderful conference. Thank you.
To add on to this Chaitanya Pandit's comment,
Yes, please.
Milind Parle sir's the topic is nutrition for mind and body, everything for the whole life. Actually, it may not be directly a nutritional related topic, but it is. My perception is that it is the nutrition for the mind. Thank you.
Very true, sir. Very true.
Thank you, Dr. Chaitanya. Any other participants who want to share their experience?
Let's start.
Sir, shall we start with the valedictory function? Joshi sir?
Yes, madam.
Okay.
Science is a way of thinking much more than it is a body of knowledge. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Sukrita Ramani from 3rd BSc BMBT. It's time to begin with the validity session. Now, I like to call Mrs. Rajarajeshwari R, Assistant Professor of Department of Microbiology, to give the welcome speech.
Om Shri Manjunathaya Namah. Good afternoon, all. It's my pleasure to welcome you all for the valedictory function of today's International E-Conference on Recent Research and Innovations in Life Science under the theme Nutraceuticals in Healthy Aging. I welcome our beloved Principal, Professor Sainath Malige Madu, for the valedictory function. I welcome you, sir.
Yes, thank you, Rajarajeshwari. Go ahead.
It's my privilege to welcome today's chief guest, Dr. Bannappa Ungar, Deputy Director, ICMR, Belgavi, in despite of his busy schedule, has agreed and graced this valedictory function. I wholeheartedly welcome you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
I extend my heartfelt welcome to Dr. Hanumanchar Joshi, Principal, Sharda Vilas College of Pharmacy, Secretary, APSC, for his instant support and guidance for us. I welcome you for the valedictory function, sir. Joshi, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
I welcome Srimati Athiya Samin, MP, delegates, participants, all teaching, non-teaching staff and students, and participants from various parts of Karnataka and outside Karnataka. I welcome you all, one and all, for this valedictory function. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. It's my indeed pleasure to have among us the chief guest of today's valedictory function, Dr. Bannappa Ungar, Deputy Director, ICMR, Belgavi. Now, I would like to call Dr. Chaitanya Pandit, Assistant Professor of Department of Biochemistry, to introduce the chief guest.
Good afternoon, everybody. It is indeed a privilege to introduce the chief guest for today, Dr. Bannappa S. Ungar, who is a pharmacologist trained in preclinical and clinical research. Current research focus of his group is to identify the potential traditional medicine and develop scientific evidence-based herbal drug technologies for chronic inflammatory and metabolic disorders. His research interests include elucidation of Shodhana, a process of traditional medicine practice for detoxification and purification of drugs, pharmacotoxico-metabonomics of traditional medicine, and elucidation of metabolic memory, a plausible underlying process of diabetic vascular complication for its prevention or reversal. He is also interested in developing or adopting an alternate animal model of human disease, zebrafish-based assay system, a popular upcoming vertebrate model organism, an in vitro equivalent in vivo system, and complies with 3R principles of ethics, relatively economical and scientifically valid model for toxicological and pharmacological investigation. He is also active in HRD activities and open for research collaborations aimed at fostering the research activities for improving the public health. I heartily welcome you to the valedictory function, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I request Dr. Bannappa, sir, to speak a few words.
Milind Parle, sir, and the other dignitaries, Harmantachari Joshi, sir, and all the organizing team, other guests and the participants and everyone. So this 2-day session, I feel that now I have missed something, which was a very interesting topics which were discussed in this 2-day session. I could attend a few of them, and due to some other hectic work actually at our institution, due to the SAC Scientific Advisory Committee meeting at our institution, I missed some of them. And these the topics which are chosen for this workshop is wonderful, in fact, which are upcoming and very highly relevant for the present day situation. Nutrition is the topic which is relevant also, and especially in this COVID situation, it is highly relevant, because we may think that how the nutrition is relevant to the infectious diseases which I am correlating. But our immune response is directly influenced by what we eat, and the gut metabolites, the microbes and these metabolites will totally together they influence this immune response also, which is being established, and of course it was a well understood the thought process of our traditional system of medicine, our Ayurveda, and the day-to-day life style which we have adopted earlier, which is coming back with the scientific evidences. So in that sense, as I mentioned in the previous discussion a few minutes back, that not only our body, even mind should also be provided with this good nutrition, which was aptly dealt by our Milind Parle, sir. So that not our immune response is also, which is really appears strange, but there is a correlation that our mindset actually has an influence on our aging also, that is a healthy aging, and also the immune responses, the present day situation where we are into this condition where our immunity plays the major role. So we are witnessing, and we have lost a few of our colleagues also and friends across this country. Those are very young, at young age, they have succumbed to this COVID pandemic. So, which is very painful to acknowledge actually, that just 2 days before we have lost one of our junior, my colleague actually, he was very young and succumbed to this cardiac arrest. So what is the cause for these things which are happening in our society? So where we are going wrong? So in that context, nutrition plays a major role for both the healthy body and healthy mind. And if we have this healthy body and mind, our response to the, I am not talking about the reaction, actually I'm a response I'm telling towards these pathogens which are coexisting, in fact. So we are now, I can say that hyper responsive. We respond too much and react, in fact. So that is causing the havoc and the complications in the health. So with this, I am sure that all the participants might have got this benefit of these discussions. In fact, I am feeling very sad. I have missed a few of those talks which I was very much interested. With this, I thank the organizing team. I thank our APSC, which is led by Milind Parle sir and our Joshi sir. So these people, they are taking so much of pain to organize the people. I was the other day telling to our Joshi sir that it's very difficult to organize. How you are managing it? So he is completely every day is very active and contacting the people, getting everyone together. Its service is really commendable, and I have to say the thanks to him. And to the extent I will be definitely, I assure on this platform to these authorities of APSC that I will definitely contribute. If I fail here and there, please forgive me. With this, I thank once again all of you for these wonderful sessions. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I request our principal, Professor Sainath Mallige Madu, to render the presidential address.
Anantachar sir is not speaking. Sir?
He will speak, sir.
Sir, we are already done. We have been speaking a lot.
Okay.
Madam, I think after the presidential address, I think nobody will speak, right? That is a
yes, sir. After that, announcing the prize.
Announcing the prize.
Yeah. So meanwhile, can we request Vakoda sir to speak 1 or 2 words, if you don't mind?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Vakoda sir?
Yes.
Vakoda sir,
Good
are you there?
afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. Thank you. Respected Banappa sir, Sainath sir, our president Milind Parle sir, our secretary Joshi sir, and all the organizing committee team. It was very nice to attend this conference, and it was very informative. All the talks which I could attend are very good in nature, and the presentations which people, all the researchers have presented yesterday, it was a wonderful thing. It was good experience from a very small botanical aspect to a genetic aspect or plant tissue culture aspect or any cell biology aspect. Researchers has covered a huge widespread of research area, and it is good platform. This conference has given the opportunity to all the researchers over there. So I thanks and wish that in future also the institute organizes such type of conferences, and it's our pleasure that APSC has also extended support, scientific support to this organization, and thanks to all the organizing committee members. Thank you very much. All the best for your futures. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Vakoda sir. I think Dr. Neni is sitting very patiently. Would you like to add a few words, Ms. Neni?
Okay, thank you very much. Hello, everybody. I'm from Indonesia. This is my first time joining this e-conference organizing by India. Yes, as we know that during this pandemic, there is almost no international conference organizing by another country. I mean, not in a big area of country. So I think this is a very good interaction between the scientists and also between the lecturer to share the knowledge in the topic of nutraceutical. And yes, I would like to send my gratitude also for all of the committee members who organized this conference very well. And thank you personally for Dr. Hanumantacha Joshi for the invite. And also, and I would like to looking forward for another collaboration. Maybe we can do some publication to joint publication or joint conference. in the next future. Thank you very much, sir.
Sainath sir, sorry for making you wait.
It's okay. Even if you are speaking also, I will hear you, because though I have not made it my day with all other presentations, so I can hear the people who have participated and presented in the valedictory function. If they are making their views, I will be happy to know. See, now even people have told about your commendable job. So that is why I can wait. Even you can also contribute a little more things. No?
Yeah, I can't say no to you, sir. Definitely.
Yeah.
Because we have already spoken a lot, but as our Sainath sir is always saying, so we cannot say no to that. It was really a wonderful, the experience. Because only very short time we had a plan of it. I really appreciate the concern and efficient work of these two ladies whom we can see on the screen, Mrs. Satya and as well as Mrs. Rajeshwari. They had come around. They have come around just 20 days and 25 days back, and they had come with it to plan for a small conference. The plannings were bigger, but because of this corona and all, we couldn't do that. We wanted to bring some speakers from Europe and as well as USA also. But there is a problem with timings. That is the issue. But they will be joining us very soon also. And Milind Parle sir, he's a guide always and he's always supporting us. He said, definitely go ahead. Because whatever the work we do, they're always with us. But I really appreciate, the pen taken by these two young ladies that, they could bring the people together and they could generate, good delegates also. We were not having much international delegates, but we were little, not sure, regarding, the registration process for them. In the end, we could make it up. But maybe next time when we do, a much more another conference, we can do it better also. Only registration I'm talking, but otherwise, the response was really good, and the quality of speakers was also very good. Especially Dr. Yesterday, Muthuraman spoke excellently, and before that also there was one more speaker. It was really nice. And today one research talk by Amina, I think Dr. Amina from Unani. It was really nice because people opening up their minds and as well as their intention towards the active research is really commendable. And Milind Parle sir, need not say, and Neni is really a very good speaker. She was always saying no, she was just asking, but it was really good. She touched all parts of Jamun, and she brought her friends also to the conference today. They joined online, and there is no words to thank Parle sir, because Parle sir is Parle sir always, and even the equal wonderful support by the I'm not giving word of thanks, I'm just putting my opinion. Even Dr. Niranjan also yesterday, he spoke well. He was the chief guest yesterday, and it was really nice. The entire credit goes to the SDM team. They did excellently well, very nicely planned. And there was a poster session also, which was good actually. If you look at even the number was also less, but the quality, if you look at it, they were serious, they presented well. And I think it's what else you require for a medium international conference. I don't know that it's a very big international conference, but it's really good. You have made a good beginning, especially Rajeshwari and Atiya madam, because new area started well, and we can continue like this in future also. Thanks to Sainath sir also, and we are all APSC is always with you. We will be definitely there with you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sainath sir, I have done my duty. Now we have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Good evening to all. Yesterday we have started with the inauguration by Professor S.R. Niranjan sir, and of course joined by Hanumantachar sir as well. The program went very well, though as sir said, we could not keep up our timings because of the delayed inaugural function. But of course, in the later part of it, all the resource persons have made their presentation in a proper way. And as I heard that all the presentations were very, very, very good. And in that, many people who have joined this particular conference, Professor Sharad Wakod or Dr. Banappa Ungar or even Milind Parle sir. See, actually, I should have heard his speech at least. You are as old as you feel. I should have very badly I missed it because in between I went for lunch and I came back, but I tried to connect it, but I could not. Then since doing my work in the chamber office, one or other students or teachers are just dropping in and making my day a little difficult. But anyhow, whatever the way, I feel honored to be here as the president of the valedictory function of the International E-Conference on Recent Research and Innovations in Life Science 2022. But this year we had a very good theme also, nutraceuticals in healthy aging. So by way of theme also, we have taken the little known areas, or if I put it in another way around, saying that it is a totally a new concept as such, which makes all of us to understand how we have to go ahead with our own dietary things or nutrition and even other things. So in that regard, the beginning was very excellently done by Professor S.R. Niranjan sir. He has taken initiative for presenting his keynote address by making his own preparations and other things. Of course, the delegates and even others have made it a very good participation. This one. This is not the first time we are in SDM MMK, we are conducting this one. Madam Atiya and Madam Rajeshwari, they have taken this initiative 2 years before. And in that also, the great personalities like G.R. Janardana, from International Center of University of Mysore, and even Banu Prakash Reddy, senior scientist of ICMR Hyderabad, was the chief guest 1 year on 20. And he is also a fellow of Royal Society of Chemistry, FRCS London. So Dr. Ravish, and another year, of course, our great happy man, Dr. Hanumantachar Joshi. Last year's program was inaugurated and given the very good start by sir. So this year, because of his last year's experience, I think he has taken some confidence in our team. And when our team approached him, he has rightly agreed to have this particular conference. And he only suggested to have a very good theme for the conference. So at least we could make ourselves to the very focused area as such. Research and innovation, if we take in a larger way, instead of that, we can make it a very smaller and concentrate more on that particular area. Definitely our students will be benefited by that. So this conference brought together eminent academicians, scientists, research scholars, and even students from across the world, in which many critical issues were discussed in depth to provide up-to-date information to the participants. So that is why I hope here that the conference has provided a brilliant platform for them to make their knowledge, the base of their knowledge, to the higher level of it. And listening to people like Banappa Ungar, Sharad Wakod, Milind Parle, or Neni from Indonesia, like that, even Malaysian Arunachalam from Malaysia also addressed the participated in the program. So these all opportunities we could get it only because of the maybe COVID. We curse always COVID, but because of the COVID, we have switched over this conference, physical conference, to that of the e-conference as such, and made it a very fruitful one. Definitely our students benefited by that, and we are trying to give such types of things. It is not only one conference by which we are doing it. We are taking an initiative to provide such experiences to all our students. And already our students are doing very good in all the areas, whether they get an opportunity to go to the higher study centers like Puja Bhagwat or ICMR or even a sericulture research center here and like that. And they participate as a researchers, interns, and even other way. So that is how they are making their own interest, taking their interest to the higher level and diversifying, as Sir Niranjan sir was telling yesterday, diversifying their studies to various types of knowledge of the life science. In this way, in this particular time, I must make a mention once again, Dr. Hanumantachar Joshi's name here, because he has given his whole time and even other things. So on behalf of the management and the college, I thank him in a very heartful way. And of course, along with him, he has taken all his team members from APSE. Yesterday, Kiran, or today's Sharad Wakod, or even other members. Everybody participated in a very interested way. So things of research is going ahead with him, and I hope in the years to come, APSC and Dr. Hanumantachar will help us taking this particular mission of ours in the to the world level as such. But at the same time, I should take this particular opportunity to congratulate my team members. Of course, Rajeshwari and Madam Atia. Of course, they are backed by Dr. Vetro and Dr. Chaitanya Pandit. They are doing extremely good and taking the things in a forward level. So life science teachers are doing some way or other. They are contributing to the higher level of things to the students. So I must thank Atya and Rajeshwari very particularly in this particular period. And of course, at the same time, I congratulate and I thank all my BTBM students. They have taken keen interest in participating in this international conference and making it very successful one. So whatever the effort which we have put here, that has been carried out by the participation of the students and very closely interacted by our resource persons, other academicians, and other really interested people. This conference has become a very successful one. So once again, I thank all of them, and I conclude my presidential address in this way, and hoping for next year also, we will have a wonderful such a research and innovation in science conference in a physical way itself in the college in a grand manner. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, sir. I request Dr. Hanumantachar Joshi to announce the poster presentation winners.
Madam, if you please permit, my guru is there. I would request Milind Parle sir to kindly announce the names and bless the students. I will share the prize winners. If you please permit.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Yes, definitely.
Go ahead. I congratulate the winners. So,
sir, please read out the prize winners here, sir. It is on the screen.
So we have, I'll read in the reverse order. So we have 3 prizes before me. The name of the presenter who wins the 3rd prize is Ashish Kumar Singh. Ashish Kumar Singh is a research scholar of Department of Biochemistry, School of Life Sciences, University of Hyderabad. So congratulations, Ashish Kumar Singh. You get the 3rd prize. Now it gives me pleasure to announce the 2nd prize. Dr. Ashok N. Pyari. Dr. Ashok N. Pyari, Plant Tissue Culture Laboratory, PG Department of Botany, Maharani Science College of Women, Mysore. So congratulations, Dr. Ashok. And the 1st prize for the best research poster, 1st prize goes to Dr. Raghavendra MP. Dr. Raghavendra MP is of Postgraduate Department of Microbiology, Maharani Science College for Women, Mysore. So congratulations, Dr. Raghavendra, and all the winners for doing a wonderful job. Keep it up, all of you.
Thank you, sir. Congratulations to all the winners. I request Mrs. Atiya Samin MP, HOD and Assistant Professor of Microbiology Department to render the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Sukrita. Once again, a very good afternoon to all. A great joy for me to extend words of gratitude to all those who have contributed in an international e-conference. Firstly, I would like to thank our beloved principal, Professor Sainath Malige Madhu, who is very energetic, enthusiastic. His interest and involvement has this program a successful one. I thank him immensely for his guidance and support. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Atiya.
We are extremely thankful to Dr. Bannappa Undar, Deputy Director, ICMR Belgavi, who is the chief guest of today's valedictory function, for gracing this occasion. Thank you, sir. I sincerely thank Dr. Hanumantachar Joshi, Principal of Sharda Vilas College of Pharmacy, and also Secretary of APSC, who readily accepted to collaborate with us for this conference. I thank him for his support, dedication, and efforts. Thank you, sir. I also thank Dr. Milind Parle, who is the President of APSC. Thank you, sir. And I thank all the resource persons who accepted to share their knowledge and experience among participants. I also thank my colleague, Mrs. Raja Rajeshwari R, for her support. I wish to express my sincere thanks to our management and also APSC team for supporting this. I convey my thanks to all the distinguished participants and paper presenters who have participated from distinct places. I hope that this conference have provided a platform to exchange and gain the knowledge about research and technology, and most importantly, how food acts as the medicine. I also thank my colleagues, non-teaching staff, my dear students, volunteers for their dedication.
Thank you,
And contribution. So Joshi sir, are you there? Shall we?
Yeah, we can. I think we have come to the entire end of it. Only one small announcement. The prize winners will get their mementos very soon. It will be handed over to Mrs. Atiya. It will be sent to the prize winners soon. So thanks to all. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
A kind information for all the participants. Later in the late evening, I'll be sending the feedback form along with the participation certificate. Those who have took part actively in this 2-day conferences, please fill the feedback form and you'll get the certificate. And separate certificates will be issued to the poster presenters.